Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about the benefits of fiberglass travel trailers. If you've spent any time looking at fiberglass RVs, you've probably noticed something. They tend to have a cult-like following. People will wait for years on build lists, used ones will sell in days, and even at very high prices. So today I want to break it all down. Why do so many people choose fiberglass travel trailers? And what are the real benefits? And just as important, who are fiberglass travel trailers maybe not suited for? Before we dive in today, I want to hear from you. If you were shopping today, would you consider a fiberglass travel trailer? And which one would you choose? Leave a comment below and let me know. All right, let's get into it. Okay, first a quick explanation of how a true fiberglass RV is typically constructed. So most fiberglass travel trailers are built using two molded shells, a top one and a bottom one. And these two are bonded together, kind of like a boat hull. Brands like Scamp and Casita and Escape and Bigfoot and Oliver all use some variation of this idea. This is very different from how traditional RVs are constructed. They typically include wood or aluminum framing, flat wall panels, and tons of seams. And this is the difference, and this is the reason behind almost every benefit that we're going to talk about today. Fewer seams equals fewer leaks. Let's start with the first benefit, and this is a big one. Fiberglass RVs have fewer seams. And ultimately, water damage is the silent killer of RVs. And in traditional campers, leaks almost always start at these seams. A molded fiberglass shell has no corner seams in the walls, it has no layered wall panels, and much fewer joints overall. Now, important honesty moment here. Fiberglass trailers are not completely immune to leaks. Windows, roof vents, and doors still need maintenance over time to remain watertight. But compared to a traditional RV, there's simply fewer places for water to get in, and that's going to matter a lot over time. This reason alone is why so many people decide to go with fiberglass. The next benefit I want to talk about is how long they last. It's not unusual to see fiberglass trailers from the 1980s or the 1990s that are still on the road. In fact, up until recently, I owned a 1976 Trillium fiberglass trailer that was still in great shape and still roadworthy. These old fiberglass RVs are not just barely surviving. They're actively being used, upgraded, and loved. Why? Well, like I mentioned earlier, there's no laminated walls to delaminate. There's no hidden rot in wall cavities that you don't catch until it's too late. And the shell itself is just more waterproof. And ultimately, this longevity is also what leads to this high resale value that you find even in some of the oldest models. A used Scamp, Casita, Escape, Bigfoot, or Oliver almost always hold their value shockingly well. When you buy a fiberglass RV, you're not buying something that's going to be a throwaway asset in 5 years from now. You're buying something that's going to hold its value over time. Another benefit of fiberglass is the aerodynamics of towing these RVs. A lot of people don't expect this, but they often tow much better than similarly sized traditional RVs. Why? Well, they have a rounded shape that leads to less wind resistance. They often have a lower overall height, and they typically have a lighter dry weight. All of these things make them popular with people who don't want to upgrade to a big truck for towing. Most fiberglass RVs on the market can be towed by mid-sized SUV, aside from some of the newer models that are coming out that are a little bit larger. If you've ever towed a trailer that feels like it's shaking itself apart, you know how exhausting that could be on a long road trip. Fiberglass shells are inherently stiff, That usually means that you're going to have fewer rattles, fewer squeaks, and less overall RV flex. It's subtle, but over a long trip, it's going to make a huge difference in how relaxed you feel behind the wheel. Most molded fiberglass trailers are surprisingly good when it comes to temperature consistency. The shell doesn't conduct heat like metal, and it often includes some type of closed cell insulation. This ultimately helps reduce those temperature swings. But that being said, they're not all true four-season campers. But generally, they're a little bit easier to heat and cool than many of the entry-level RVs. And this can be great for things like shoulder season camping, cold nights, and those really hot summer days. Fiberglass trailers tend to attract a certain type of owner who's looking for simple systems that are going to remain reliable over time, and as a result, the manufacturer is designed to that. You're usually going to find things like simple plumbing layouts, straightforward electrical systems, and none of those slides that have motors that are known for breaking at the worst possible time on your trip. All of this means that you're going to be dealing with less maintenance and fewer surprises. For a lot of people, including me, this simplicity means freedom and so much less worry when I'm trying to enjoy a vacation on the road. This one doesn't get talked about enough, but fiberglass trailers have seriously dedicated communities. If you own one or you're interested in one, you're going to find a lot of active Facebook groups and forums, and a ton of owners more than willing to help other owners. Whether it's something that you're troubleshooting, you're looking to do some upgrades, or you're shopping for something used, there's almost always someone who's been there before you, and they're willing to give you advice. That support can be huge, especially if this is your first time owning an RV. But all of that being said, fiberglass is not for everyone. I've told you a lot about the great things about fiberglass RVs, but let's balance this out a little bit. Fiberglass trailers are not perfect, and they're not for everyone. Some of the real downsides are that they have smaller interiors, fewer layout options, generally higher upfront costs, and some have really long wait times for new builds. If you're looking for something with slide outs, a really big living space, and lots of super luxury features, a traditional RV might make more sense for you. Really, the key is knowing what kind of camper you are. Ultimately, people don't choose fiberglass trailers because they're flashy. They're choosing them because they're durable, they're predictable, and they're lower stress over the long haul. It doesn't matter if it's a Scamp, a Casita, an Escape, a Bigfoot, an Oliver, or some other molded fiberglass brand, the appeal is still the same. It's about confidence, it's about simplicity, and it's about spending more time camping and less time fixing things. So if you've made it this far in the video, I want to hear from you. If you own a fiberglass trailer, what made you choose the one that you did? And if you don't own one yet, what's holding you back at this point? Leave a comment below and let me know. And as always, if you found this video helpful, please give it a like, consider subscribing to the channel, and stick around because there's a lot more fiberglass content coming up. Thanks for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. It really does help us out. And don't forget to come back tomorrow to see where we go next.